What up, YouTube? It's NoChainzz, and I'm back for another commentary. And we are finally here with the Super Bowl. New York Giants at the Jacksonville Jaguars. The New York Giants with the ability to repeat here. If you didn't see the last episode, we beat the Patriots. Check that out with the annotation that was just on the screen. And here we are with the keys to the game. Number one, we have to contain the pressure from the D-line. We all know the Giants have those great defensive linemen, Justin Tuck, Pierre Paul, O.C. Umenyiora, everybody. They have such a great pass rush, so we're going to have to stop that and get Kaepernick some time in the pocket. Number two, force the run game. We all know that's like a key to the game every game because Maurice Jones-Drew has to get going in order for this team to win. The run game is what our offense is centered around. And number three is to get good field position. We have to stop this offense before it really gets started so that they can punt, get 3 and outs so that Josh Cribbs can return some punts and get his good field position. And number four kind of piggybacks off of number three. We have to get takeaways to get our offense good field position. That way Kaepernick and company doesn't have to go really far to get, a touchdown or points, even a field goal. But let's get this game started. I hope you guys are excited as I am for this game.
The biggest game in all of sports is mere moments away. Everything is set for the Super Bowl matchup between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars here at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Phil, you played in this game. You know what it's like, and we're just a few minutes away from getting it started. Kickoff at the Super Bowl. What are you thinking?
Well, it's so exciting. I will tell you, this is the one time where nerves can really affect the play of the players in the game because it is so big, it is so different that you've got to make sure you settle down and just concentrate on the next play.
And now, the AFC champions, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jim Nance and Phil Simms on the scene to call Super Bowl 47. Phil, it's great to be with you again at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it is, Jim. It's great to be at the Super Bowl again. If I was these teams today, I'd look for the trick plays early because these coaches are daring. They will take chances.
We are getting set to kick off here in Super Bowl 47. Surprisingly, in a really crazy ride, Paul Henry, that guy right there, has gotten his Jacksonville Jaguars to the Super Bowl. And on the other side of things, Tom Coughlin right there is sending out his quarterback, and he has gotten his team to yet another Super Bowl. Eli Manning, of course, leading the way, 36 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, almost 4,000 yards. Really good numbers, very similar to our own Colin Kaepernick. They're going to start off this game with a run, and look at the gashing of the defense already. 15-yard gain. We're going to have to stop runs like that if we want a chance of winning this game. I think that we have just about 0% chance of winning the games if we give up runs like that on first down. And look at Eli Manning with tons of time, and he's going to find Dominic Hickson. So they're moving the ball quite effectively here on the first drive. That was a 31-yard gain. And look at the right side, wide open for Ahmad Bradshaw. Stiff arming and breaking tackles the whole way, getting down to the 10-yard line. 39 rush yards on 3 rushes. It's averaging about 13 yards per carry, which is ridiculous. And there he gets some more yardage, bringing up third down. Eli back to pass. Almost picked off by DeJuan Landry. There's a pass defended for him, though. I'm not sure if they count passes defended drops as passes defended. I'm sorry if I just confused you guys right there. But Maurice Jones-Drew gets a 12-yard rush right there. Kaepernick is under center, dropping back again. Gonna find Josh Cribbs wide open on the left side and is gonna take this one for a touchdown. Josh Cribbs Wow, he's turned into such a great receiver here in the playoffs, getting behind Corey Webster on that play. But this pass is going to be dropped by Martellus Bennett. Josh Cribbs, interestingly enough, only was traded for special team purposes, but DeJuan Landry's going to pick off Eli Manning and take this one for a touchdown. So he dropped the previous interception, which allowed the Giants to get 3 points on the board, but he made up for it right here by catching the interception, and not only doing that, taking it for a touchdown. So kudos to you, DeJuan Landry. You are playing great so far, and you just gave your team the lead by 11 points. So 3rd down and 7, Eli is under center, has to make something out of this drive, and he throws it short to Ahmad Bradshaw, getting tackled by Victor Cruz there. 2 for 7 for Eli Manning, so not his best Super Bowl outing so far. And we're going to get the ball back, and we're going to try to get some good field possession, and Josh Cribbs getting some really good blocking and a great return, getting us to their territory before the offense even comes onto the field. Here's Kaepernick handing it off to Maurice Jones-Drew, and he's going to cut it to the outside, and he's going to get down to about the 10-yard line. 54 rush yards in the first quarter for him out of the pistol formation. Kaepernick's back to pass, going to find Rashad Jennings on 3rd down, and that will stall out our drive. We would settle for a Josh Scobie field goal, and here's Ahmad Bradshaw finding a wide open lane between the tackles. 71 rush yards for him today. And he's going to hand it off to Ahmad Bradshaw. Again, he's going to be tackled by DeJuan Landry, saving a touchdown. And here he is again, rushing again, and Mincy's going to bring him down. So they're just gashing us so far in this drive right here. We have to stop them so that we can really put our foots on their throat so that they can't really have a chance to come back. But our free agency pickup, Fred Robbins, is going to sack Eli right there. Hopefully that can stall out their driving on 3rd down and 14. He's going to find Victor Cruz, but he will be short of the 1st down. So they will settle for a field goal right there. So 6 to 17 out of the pistol formation, trying for a play fake again. Kaepernick is going to just throw this one up deep, and it will be deflected by the New York Giants defensive back. And we will have to punt it back to the Giants. Giants having the ball. They know what to do. They're going to hand it off to Ahmad Bradshaw. He's going to get another big chunk of yards on this defense, and that one will put him over 100 yards in the day. Eli back to fast, finding the salsa man Victor Cruz, getting the 1st down, his 2nd reception of the day. The 2-minute warning just passed, and they have to score. Eli Manning, tons of time once again, gonna throw this one deep, and a tiptoe catch by Victor Cruz. So they're really coming alive in the last 2 possessions. So we're gonna see if we're able to stop him and hold him to a field goal. And Clint Session gets the sack to bring up 3rd down and 11. That was a great sack and great blitz drawn up by the coach, and the tight end didn't even block. Clint Session was able to get the sack right there. They threw an incomplete pass on 3rd down. I'm sorry, they would settle for another field goal. This defense is really good. They start off really bad, but they really clamp down once the opposite team gets in the red zone, and they are able to stop a lot of touchdowns, potential touchdowns, and force the team to go for field goals. If you ask me, 3 points allowed is a heck of a lot better than 7 points allowed. And here's DeJuan Landry stopping Ahmad Bradshaw. And this secondary, not only DeJuan Landry, but this whole entire secondary did a great job tackling so far in this first half, because a lot of runs potentially could have gone for touchdowns. But here's Victor Cruz getting down to the 7-yard line with 35 seconds left in the half. They only have 1 timeout. 2nd and goal. Eli Manning's going to throw this one away, so they have 1 chance at the end zone to take it into halftime. Eli from the shotgun, empty backfield, looking, going to be hit, but throws an errant pass into the end zone. So they would settle for a field goal again, and that's exactly what I was just talking about. They clamp down in the red zone, force teams to go for field goals, and that's what I really like about this defense. The secondary plays really well, and just really have to work on the front 4. But we are losing in almost every category except for the score. They had more rush yards, more pass yards. Like I said, they just can't finish once they get in the red zone. But Justin Blackmon gets, I believe, his 1st reception of the Super Bowl, and it will be a 42-yard one. And Colin Kaepernick is playing really well. We're going to hand off to Maurice Jones-Drew out of the shotgun formation. He's going to cut it back out to the left side, and he will get his 1st rushing touchdown of the Super Bowl right there. And we are winning this game by a score of 24-12 once we kick the extra point. So the Giants are not looking too good in their third Super Bowl under Tom Coughlin. And Eli Manning, with tons of time to pass, he's going to throw it deep, and it will be picked off by Dwight Lowry. Dwight Lowry has also played very well in the playoffs, picking off 2 passes in the postseason so far. Kaepernick is going to roll out to the right side. Thought he had Marcedes Lewis open, but that would be incomplete. And out of the pistol formation, Kaepernick's going to pass it to Josh Cribbs, and he's going to get a nice gain after the nice juke move. 79 yards for him today, and Kaepernick is playing really, really well, not making too many mistakes. And here's Maurice Jones-Drew. That is what we want to do, run the ball, force the run game, and 117 yards for Maurice Jones-Drew. I would say it worked out well so far. And Kaepernick is going to be hit as he throws, so that one will fall short of the receiver. And on 3rd down and 10, we're going to try to play action. Nobody open, but he's going to throw it out of bounds, so we will settle for a Scobie field goal right there. New York Giants back on the ball. Eli Manning is going to hand it off to Ahmad Bradshaw. He's going to be hit by Clint Session for a 1-yard gain. And on 3rd down, Eli was under center, dropping back. Tons of time. Once again, tons and tons and tons of time. He's eventually going to find Martellus Bennett, but the ball will be dropped by him, and they will have to punt to Josh Cribbs. And we know he's a dangerous returner. We're going to see what he can do with this one. If he can get his team good field position, he's cutting to the outside, cutting it back in, gets hit and fumbles it, and Hajnowski, the fullback, will recover this one, and the Giants have great field position. Josh Cribbs just got destroyed on that play. Just couldn't hold on to the ball. That's one of the problems that we have been having all season. We have been able to weather the storm, though. And another storm that we have had to overcome was the allowing of quarterbacks to dissect our defense due to no pass rush. But luckily, Martellus Bennett dropped his second crucial 3rd down pass, and that will lead to Lawrence Tynes, I believe that is, missing that field goal right there. But Maurice Jones-Drew, the beast, is cutting this one out to the left side, getting down to the 15-yard line. So this offense is running to perfection. And here he is again getting his 2nd rushing touchdown of the Super Bowl. And he is looking tremendous. He very well may go over 200 yards in this game. 34-12 right now in Super Bowl 47. So it's looking quite lopsided. This offense has went stale. Our offense is running, like I said before, to perfection. And when it runs like this and everything is going perfectly, and the Giants are getting dropped passes like that, it will make for a game like this. The offense cannot be stopped, and they can put up points in bunches. But we're going to run the ball, trying to run the clock out, and Maurice Jones-Drew is going to get his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. So this game is pretty much out of reach. So I kind of don't want to say it till the final whistle that we have won, because it's not over till the fat lady sings. But it's looking like this game will be out of reach, and they're still trying to throw the ball, and Martellus Bennett has just screwed the Giants over, dropping so many crucial passes. But Kaepernick is going to come out to kneel the ball, and the Jaguars have won their 1st Super Bowl in team history.
For the first time ever, the Jacksonville Jaguars have won the Super Bowl. The Lombardi Trophy is heading to Jacksonville, Florida. Do you look down on the field right now and just imagine what it's like for them, and even think back to the days when you had that very same experience?
Probably the only time I actually ever reflect when I see them win the Super Bowl, because I know what a special moment that is. And they're enjoying a moment that they will remember in 50 years. They'll still be able to feel exactly how it felt at this very moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome legendary Hall of Fame quarterback and Super Bowl 33 MVP, John Elway, and the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
there they are, holding the Lombardi Trophy triumphantly. What a season it's been for them, and no better way to top it off than with a Super Bowl victory. Truly a special moment. For Phil Simms and all the crew, I'm Jim Nance. Stay tuned for the post-game wrap-up show, and we'll see you next year here on EA Sports.
Alright guys, first and foremost, I just want to thank you guys for watching. I really enjoyed doing this. Connected Careers, I will be returning for season 2. Maurice Jones-Drew went over 240 yards today. And I will be changing the sliders to make it a little bit more challenging. I will be raising the quarter length to 10 minutes. So next year will be a little bit different than this season. Like I said, thanks you guys. Thanks for every person that watched every single one of these videos. Even though I skipped a few games here and there, I will be showing all 16 next year. And Eli Manning had a really bad day, 2 interceptions. I was really surprised that the MVP was DeJuan Landry. I really thought it would be Kaepernick, Maurice Jones-Drew first and foremost, or even Josh Cribbs. I didn't expect it to be a defensive player, but nonetheless it was. And Paul Henry, in his first year coaching the Jaguars, win the Super Bowl. And Kaepernick, his first year starting all 16 games, wins the Super Bowl. And Maurice Jones-Drew wins the Super Bowl, which is the player that I think is most deserving of one. He is such a great player, and I think he should have had one by now at least, but we went ahead and got him one. I'm excited to show you guys the off season, and I hope you guys are too, and I'll see you guys in the next video with the off season.